The fear of public speaking. Oh no. Hey there, this is Darren LaCroix. If you have fear or anxiety about speaking in public, congratulations, you're human. I did too. I still do, and I've been doing this for 20 years. In fact, I was so panic-stricken when I took the stage for the first time back in 1992. Watch this clip and see how nervous I was, and even checking my notes. Now that was the outside. If you could have seen what was going on inside, thank goodness I didn't pick up a bottle of water, because I would have been so nervous I would have shook it and spilled it everywhere. It's not actually the fear of speaking. See, if you're speaking with your friends or a small group of people, standing up and talking, that's normal and that may be easy for you or maybe a challenge. But when you get in front of a group of strangers, everything changes. But it's more the fear of public embarrassment than it is speaking. So this is a free 3-part series on how to combat the fear of public speaking. So these are 3 strategies that I've used that have helped me not only gain confidence, become one of the best presenters in the world. So what worked for me? Well, early on in my stand-up comedy career, I was nervous. I took every class that I could. I read every book that I could. And one of the things that stood out was my mentors teaching me stage time, stage time, stage time. They said, Darren, any day that you don't get on stage is a day that you don't grow, that you don't work on your confidence, that you don't work in overcoming that fear. See, I thought I had to be good every time I went up on stage. And they said, no. You have to go up on stage to become good. Well, that made sense, but how do you get in front of people when you don't want to make a mistake, or you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of a group of strangers, or maybe your boss at work, or maybe you have to do a presentation in front of the town council? What is it that you need to do? Well, one of my first strategies for you is this. Check out Toastmasters. Go to toastmasters.org, and it's a great place to make mistakes. In fact, in 1994, I was sitting at my little desk and wanting to become a comedian and getting up every chance that I could, but I was still panic-stricken. And this newsletter came across my desk about this thing called Toastmasters. I'm like, what's that? I start reading about it. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Here's a place I could get stage time during the day. Comedy clubs are only open at night. I could fail twice a day. Woohoo! Now, you may not be that aggressive, but I went out and I joined 4 Toastmaster clubs because I wanted to go on stage during the day and then at comedy clubs at night. But my mentors said, if you want to increase your success rate, you need to increase your failure rate. Now, that's an extreme example, but I encourage you, check out toastmasters.org, and there's a little box that says, find a club near you. It's a great place to work on your fear without being in front of your friends or maybe your coworkers or boss or people from your town. It's a place to make mistakes. In fact, I never want to forget the one habit that got me where I am today, and that is stage time. This is my license plate in Las Vegas that reminds me of the one habit that got me from where I was back in 1992 to being able to speak and train other presenters around the world. In the next segment of this, I'm going to give you a strategy that worked for me in the early days of stand-up that helped me deal with that fear, most importantly, right before I walked into the comedy clubs. So stay tuned and check out part 2.